What are some interesting or fun Christmas traditions you follow? Every year, me and my cousins recreate the same picture. We've been doing it for over a decade. The picture is of the three of us kneeling in front of this 4-foot tree while the TV is on in the back. Every year we try to get it on the weirdest scene of whatever we are watching. This year it was a close-up of Vin Diesel. We were watching Fast and the Furious. It's always fun to look back and see how much we've grown. My family watches a movie, sometimes in theaters if they're open at night, or at home. We don't celebrate Christmas, so it's something to look forward to doing during the day since there's nothing else to do, as most people are celebrating Christmas. A couple of the movies we've watched are Aquaman and Daddy's Home, the one with the stepdad. Smiles. My sister-in-law and I started sending each other a photo of ourselves wearing our tree skirts as capes and tree toppers as fascinators on the day each of us decorates at our respective homes. Each year the poses and styles have gotten more absurd. It's such a good laugh, and we have over 10 years of these Christmas photos. The kids never forget to remind me to put on the tree skirt to get ready for my photo shoot. My mom, siblings, 4 of us and all of their kids come over Christmas Eve, all dressed up. We all make our favorite appetizer and cocktail. We hang out, eat, let the kids open one present, their Christmas jammies. We put the kids to bed and then put out all of the presents, which take up entire living room. There are lots of people here. Then the grown-ups break out the hard stuff and watch comedy from our childhood, Monty Python, Arthur, and we drink and laugh till everyone makes it to bed. About 2 hours from when the littlest ones wake us, we put rum chata and coffee in our Christmas coffee cups that have been handed down for years and spend about 3 hours opening presents. Next comes the most amazing wonderful brunch-style meal, still in jammies with all of my kids and my family. Could not love it more. Every Christmas Eve we open one present before going to bed. It's probably not exactly interesting, but my family implements what we call the decision pot to decide what to have for Christmas dinner. My sister, her husband and my husband and I all go over to my parents about a week before Christmas. We all drink and go course by course, what kind of salad, entree, side items, etc., writing down what we want, put the pieces of paper in a literal spaghetti pot and pick. It's led to some interesting meals. However, we have learned that my dad cannot be the one to select from the pot, as he has been known to simply eat the piece of paper if he doesn't like what he sees. We didn't do it this year because my sister is deployed overseas and won't be here for Christmas, and it just didn't feel right without her. Didn't realize how much this goofy little tradition meant to me until now. I wish I had the time and energy to read through all of these, because I love seeing what others do at Christmas time. And #X200B. To preface this, my dad is a dentist. My parents gave my sister and I tooth fairy ornaments, and each year the tooth fairy would come by to visit and put something in the ornament. She held a tiny little bag, usually it was something small. It was always fun to see what she had brought each Christmas. My parents have always had a card contest. They get a ton of Christmas cards in the mail, and by the evening they decide first, second, and third place, plus maybe a runner-up, and sometimes they will add categories. For instance, best funny card, best religious card, etc. Criteria for judging are things like creativity, aesthetic, non-generic, and glittery. Nobody wins a real prize, but I always thought it was a cute tradition. Christmas Eve my family drives around the neighborhood and look at the Christmas light displays. Not doing this year because it's raining and the year of 2020 has caused our neighbor to be quite dark this year. My parents and I still decorated our homes. I have celebrated every Christmas Eve with my best friend and her family since we were 14. We are 30 now. It's one of my favorite traditions all year long. Nothing too interesting, but nearly every Christmas Eve/Christmas Day midnight, I will sneak over to visit my uncle for an hour or two and show up with a pack oatmeal stouts and fast food, and I will listen to him ramble about sports and politics. Despite it just being rambling, for some reason I still have always enjoyed spending that time with him per year. Very easy and mellow to talk to. and something I might need with Christmas spent with my parents and in-laws being generally high-stressed. It started when I was 17 and I was staying my uncle for Christmas weekend. He let me have my first beer, which was an oatmeal stout, and along with fast food for dinner. And that spawned the tradition. I was gifted one of those ornaments that holds a picture in it for Christmas one year, so every year since I get one. Then I take a picture from that year of my significant other and I to place in it. We have 4 now. 2 of them are related to something we did together, making gingerbread houses together and graduating college together. We've also started one this year where we make each other a Christmas card, since we're both not big on buying gifts unless they're practical. We always do a Christmas Eve box. It's only pajamas, chocolates, and a film, but that's our thing. Every year. I think I look forward to that more than Christmas itself. My extended family, the men only for some reason, have what we call the airing of the grievances. Basically we take turns holding a statue of a middle finger, yell about something that's been annoying us, and the yelling has to include "God damn it" somewhere, and then pass the statue on. Nothing is off limits, including each other. Afterwards we exchange 6-packs and head into the house for normal person Christmas activities. When I was a child I wasn't allowed to open presents until after lunch on Christmas Day. We would wake up and on the end of our beds would be a Santa sack full of smaller presents, little things to do during the morning or things like movies to watch. It kept us quiet during the morning for the food to be prepared, then we would all sit down as a family and have lunch. We would then wash up before having the larger, proper presents from under the tree. Was never a problem, and as we got older my parents would offer to let us open the presents before lunch and we would always refuse. My immediate family and I have all been adults for several years, with no kids in the mix. So we stopped doing normal gift tags like to X from Santa or even to X from Mom and Dad, and started doing all descriptive tags, so you have to figure out who's who. Examples include, to upstairs, from downstairs. My mom and dad tend to spend their time in the 2 different living rooms, which are on different floors, or to 5 a.m. from midnight. I've been staying up crazy late compared to my family. It's fun to figure out what the tags mean on Christmas morning, and to see what tags people come up with for you. It's hard to come up with all of them sometimes because my family has a lot in common. It's part of the challenge of present wrapping. We buy a new family ornament every year. 21 years and going.